If you're looking for an affordable pair of bone conduction headphones, let's check out these. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I love going outside and just roaming around or doing a little work, taking a walk, riding the bike, and listening to my favorite podcasts, music, what have you. And I have fallen in love with bone conduction headphones over the years because they vibrate the bone on your cheeks so that you can hear what's going on without losing any of the ability to hear just the ambient noise around you. So people walking up behind you, cars driving up behind you, you don't have to worry about it because you can still hear it because your ear canal is wide open. So I love bone conduction headphones, but they tend to be pretty expensive. I wanted to get this because my last set kind of bit the dust, unfortunately, and I thought I would replace it, and I didn't want to spend a ton of money. It comes in this like rubber pouch. It's actually kind of cool. Gives a little protection. We have even a little hole right up there so that you can attach them to your backpack or something. So I've never gotten that before. And here are the bone conduction headphones. Ooh, there's just a ton of accessories in here. Ooh, so it does come with a little carabiner. You could absolutely clip these onto something. It comes with a micro USB cable here. That's going to be how you're charging them up. It comes with some additional accessories here. So if you break part of the clips or something like that, it looks like you can replace those. Maybe adjust the size, and then everything comes pretty well packaged. It's all covered up in plastic, which is how I was born, covered in a nice thin sheet of cellophane. This is pretty light. It's all plastic construction. I think they came in a couple of colors. I wanted something a little bright, something a little easier to show you on camera. It says ACO right on the back on this little metallicized badge right there, and on the inside we have a little bit of a rubber strip right there, so you might get a little bit of grippiness on there. If nothing else, it'll kind of dampen any impact or vibration. You can see here with the shape of them, you have a band that goes around your head, and then this part will drop down and then mount right in front of your ear on your cheekbone right there. And then you have the little bone conduction pads, which tend to be kind of just rubber pads, and then they vibrate. If you touch these while you've got music or sound playing, you can feel them vibrating pretty good. And then on the two sides here, looks like probably the batteries on this side, but on this side you'll have all the controls. So you have the plus and minus button here for advance and rewind, as well as usually the volume control. You have the micro USB cable right there. Looks like we have a little LED indicator right there, which is how we'll know it's in pairing mode, as well as when it's charging. And then it looks like on both sides here we have little buttons. So the first thing we're going to have to do is to power this up to get it into pairing mode. Now, the one button here with the phone on it is the button that you're going to need to turn it on, and that is on the same side as the rest of the controls. So if I just hold this down for about 5 seconds, we should be able to power up the headset. And it actually says powering on and then pairing mode because it is blinking red and blue. So now you can just find it in your Bluetooth devices and pair it, which I'm going to do now and test it out. All right, so I have been testing these out and I love them. They're great, and it'll be interesting to see how well they hold up after years of use and abuse. But first of all, I have a giant head, and what you might be able to see here is that they go around no problem. I've still got a finger width of space between the back and my head. So, that's always kind of nice because, when I have a big head, sometimes it's just maybe too tight, but no problem with these. They're actually a really good fit. Now, I will tell you a couple things that from a quality standpoint, listening to music and podcasts, they seemed fine, as good as any other bone conduction headphones I've ever had, and so I like that. I don't actually have to worry about them not working because they totally do. I will say that I also kind of like the fact that the volume buttons, the plus and minus, do control the volume with a tap, which is generally what you want when you're reaching there to tap. It's just like song comes on and it's too loud or the podcast is too quiet and you just want to quickly adjust that. And so just tap, 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 volume goes up, volume goes down. Now I will say it controls it here, not actually on your phone or your device itself. So what you're doing is just taking whatever signal you're getting and amplifying it or reducing it on the headphones themselves and not on the phone. So if you want to crank it up on the phone with the phone volume, assuming that you're using with your phone, you can actually really boost it up. So that's pretty nice. For me, I usually crank it all the way up on my phone just to make sure that I'm getting the best quality to the headset, and then I will adjust it here. So that's actually kind of nice. Now, I actually know that some will usually control the volume directly on the phone, so I'm not sure which one is better, but I actually like that. It gives me a little bit more granular control. Now, my only gripe about this is because the controls are right here. You can see that really the volume and the well, the volume button up and down is right here, and so it's right kind of behind my ear. So to get there is not necessarily like the most conveniently placed thing. It'd probably be a little more convenient if it were back here, or maybe on the top of the control panel, but I get that if you get caught in the rain or something like that, they don't want anything interfering or going down into the buttons. So just the placement of them being so far forward here is a little bit of an issue for me, but again, I can live with it and it's not a big deal. So that's really my only gripe with it. But I will tell you, from the standpoint of, are they good bone conduction headphones? Yes, they work totally fine. Are they affordable? Yes, they totally are. And to me, that means that they're a winner. So if you want to pick up these little bad boys, keep yourself safe, but keep yourself entertained when you're out and about, then I'll put a link to them in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.